I'm going back to Salt Lake City. It's one of my best towns to go and call fights. UFC 307 goes down, and Alex Pereira is back to take on Khalil Rountree. So once again, your boy is partnering up with the DraftKings Sportsbook to give all new customers a fantastic offer. All you guys got to do, bet $5 or more and get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you sign up using my promo code Cormier. These fights are going to be sick. You know how explosive Pereira's fights can be, but Khalil Rountree has the ability to shut his lights out. And Juliana Pena, this fight card is going to be sick because we know one of the greatest moments I've ever had calling fights was watching Juliana Pena fight and beat Amanda Nunes. So why won't you guys get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, signing up using my promo code Cormier? Bet only $5 or more and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Champions will be crowned in Salt Lake City, Utah. At DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Khalil Rountree Jr.
My dude.
My man, thanks for checking in with me. Guys, Khalil Rountree challenge for the belt this weekend. How's everything going, man? How long you been here?
Good. We've been here like almost 10 days, something like that. Yeah, team and I parked up in Park City, and we've been up there ever since, man.
How's the acclimation process going?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. The first day, you know, we hit it hard. Got acclimated. Everything's good. I feel even being down here in Salt Lake is a really.
It's different?
Yeah, man.
You can feel the difference?
I can feel the difference from being up at 7,000 to being down here around like 45, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
How quick, and was this a decision you made alone, or was this your whole team go, hey, we got to get up there early, opposed to some people just don't respect the altitude change? It happened to Bohovic here. First round he fought well against Alex and then got tired, couldn't really manage his cardio because of the difference. Did you know that, who made this decision?
I'd say mostly my coach Lorenzo is the one that really kind of like had everything dialed in and the science dialed in. I think everybody that's been up here knows that it does make a difference. You know, like the altitude definitely does make a difference. So collectively we agreed, but I left it to Lorenzo to kind of schedule what days, how long, and how we were going to like properly acclimate. We didn't just come out here and start running, you know what I mean? We slowly went into it so that there were no problems. So
have you you've gotten so much better at fighting, right?
Thanks.
There's been noticeable changes very quickly. But has the golf game improved at all? Because you're trash. I mean, seriously. It looks good. It looks good. See, so like there's a difference, right? You walk up there, and when you do it, it looks good. Mine looks bad, but it's functional.
You're right.
Have you improved?
Look, man, what I can say is that I have not improved. Here's why. The moment I got the call that I was fighting for a title,
everything else dropped.
Everything dropped.
Yeah.
Everything dropped. I've been locked in on this. I'm missing golf a lot, but yeah, man, I can only imagine that it's going to take me a while to get the wheels turning again.
I'm gonna take you out there. When I go back to Vegas, I'm gonna crush you.
My goal.
I'm gonna whip your ass. I'm not gonna like make you play. I'm not gonna play close to you. I'm gonna try to smash you.
Hold on. Here's the thing, though. When we played, you were already warm. I came straight out of the car.
Yeah, right out of the car.
I didn't even take any practice swings. We just went right at it.
And you had on like some like real classy shoes.
Yeah,
too.
I had on my old man shoes.
Yeah,
I had my loafers on. I wasn't even fully comfortable yet. So I think like for you to call me trash.
No, Khalil.
Bro, I think it's because you you got me in the warm up stage.
Khalil, my brother, let me say something. There's like good, bad, and then.
I can't let you call me trash on camera.
We call you playing golf, my man.
I cannot let you call me trash, man.
So you get the call, and I got in this note that said that you were having a bad day when you got the call.
Yeah.
What was going on?
I was just dealing with like legal stuff, man, with all this, this supplement stuff and just trying to, to deal with this company and try to figure out something because it wasn't my fault, man.
Yeah.
So that was a pain in the ass. It was a headache. I was in the midst of all of that. We took a short break in the day, and literally during that break, I got the phone call. And so like I was ready to run through a wall at that point because we were not, seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what else to do. And
you and the company, you mean?
Yeah. And then
So it went from being like, oh man, we're missing each other to you're fighting for the belt?
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, like
that's crazy.
It was crazy. Like literally, like that. We took a break. The mediator left the room. My wife left the room to go to the restroom. My phone rang. It's the UFC. How's your day going? I was like, not good. What's going on? Like, let's get this out of the way. And
you probably thought it was a call for it to be piled on. Like, this is about to get worse.
You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, hope your day is going to get better now. You're fighting Alex October 5th in Salt Lake City for the belt. And
it's crazy how stuff works.
Like, literally immediate.
You know, when you got the fight, so many thought it would be Ankalaev, right? We always ask you guys, when you go on a win streak, especially in fighter meetings, hey, Khalil, are you paying attention to the division? How quickly do you think you can earn a title fight? How is this reality compared to what you thought it would take to be fighting for a championship? How far away did you think you were from being where you are today?
I thought that had I still fought at UFC 303, that a win at 303 would have put me either next or one more. So I didn't think that I was further than 2 away from a title fight.
So, because a lot of people around the world just act so surprised.
Yeah.
But why?
I have no idea.
You won 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Right, when I started looking at your stuff, I'm like, oh, he's won 5 in a row. Most of them by finish.
Yeah.
Why are they surprised?
You know, I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. I understand that they're people who maybe aren't fans of me, stuff like that. All that's understood. But when you look at, the last 5 fights and the way that they've happened, and you can't sleep on the opponents either. You know what I mean? Like Anthony Smith, short notice, but the guy's a legend. He's been in there with the best of the best. Chris Dawkins was a ranked heavyweight, Jacoby, kickboxer, same thing. They were all like decent guys, you know what I mean? It's not like I went in there and went in decision with all these guys. So besides one, so I mean, for people to be surprised, I mean, that's up to them. But I think that the UFC made the right choice.
When you hit Anthony Smith, you did some crazy shit with your hands, though. What was that, man? When you're all,
well,
what the fuck was
I think
man?
Instinctively, dude. Like I don't know. For some reason, a lot of times when I see guys going down, I hammer fist. Like Go Kansaki, Chris Dawkins, Paul Craig. So it's just one of those things where I just immediately want to I'm gonna
let him. You say I'm gonna let him live.
Well, yeah.
Because you stopped. You were like. I was like, oh my God. Because Anthony's like, he was done.
But Anthony's also one of those guys where sometimes he looks done,
Yeah.
I hit him first round, second round, third round. Every round I hit him with something. And he was a little bit wobbly, but I had to play it smart. And yeah.
So you start preparing for Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
What is, because right now, he's considered the boogeyman.
Yes.
Everybody's knocking everybody out, and this is going to be this is going to be this. You start preparing for Pereira. What does that process look like when starting to prepare for a guy that, at your best skill, striking, he's the best in the world at it, or at least he was when he was kickboxing? What's the process when you start to build a game plan for this guy?
Well, I mean, I'd say the biggest thing that's helped the process has been positivity. Mm-hmm. My coaches, everybody, we're positive, we're appreciative of this moment. And now there's been heavy accountability too. All of my coaches, have been making sure that everything looks precise, that everything looks professional, that everything looks sharp, that my speed's there, that my vision's there, that the game plan is everything's according to plan. So we really collectively came together and made sure that everything is dialed in. And so I don't know if we've ever been this prepared for a fight before. So I'm very excited to go out there and show what it looks like when the Rountree camp is everybody's working together and and doing our homework.
Sometimes the air conditioner came on loud. Huh? You heard that?
Yeah.
Sometimes when we talk about Pereira, me and Chael Sonnen, we're trying to describe him. He's a guy that has 12 fights, and we say, well, this guy might he's an amateur fighter. He hasn't really. Everything he's learned has been on the job. Can you look at that and go, well, at some point that inexperience has to show itself? And do you have things that you can take advantage of when you think that inexperience in mixed martial arts starts to show itself?
It's crazy. It's hard to say, man. We haven't really the approach hasn't really been to like take advantage of anything, you know? I think that's been what a lot of people have tried. They see things and like, we're going to take advantage of this, and then it just doesn't work. It's really just been about like making sure that I step in there and do what I know how to do and just be the best version of myself and see how that matches up, you know? Like, we're not really focused too much on, you know, capitalizing on all these mistakes that he makes or whatever, man. It's really just about like, I've been working my ass off to get here and I'm fully prepared, and like, let's do it. Let's go head to head.
Kamaru Usman publicly, I got Khalil Rountree.
That's cool.
Chael Sonnen thinks that you're going to knock him out in no time because he believes that the world is thinking that this fight is not as hard for him as it's going to be. And when it does become hard, it'll be a little bit surprising to him. When you hear people like this throwing their support behind you, how does that make you feel?
I mean, it's nice, you know, it's definitely nice. I think that like, it's cool to have these type of guys who see something in me where like there's a self-belief or there's a sense of belief. Guys like, you know, Chael Sonnen, who's been in the game a long time. Guys like Kamaru Usman, who's an amazing champion. I mean, I appreciate those things. Guys that look at this and think that it's going to be an easy fight for him, it's almost like disrespectful. Like, what do you not see in me? You know what I mean? Like, what am I not doing? Is it because you see me in interviews and I'm myself and I'm a nice guy that you think that this guy who's stone cold is going to stone me? No, I don't know. But, you know, I think that it's going to be nice to go in here and do this and get some respect on my name for sure.
That's you, right? That's you. But the weirdest thing about Pereira and dealing with Pereira, people start to act like not themselves. So when he was walking to the octagon, Jamal Hill's like reaching over the cage, like, come on. Right? He's like very animated.
Yeah.
Yuri Prohaska's just doing all kind of weird shit.
Yeah.
Yuri doing all kind of crazy shit up in there. He's doing this. Yuri's just not acting like himself, right?
Yeah.
Do you envision that moment when he's making that walk with his music and the way it sounds and how you stay? Khalil, I don't act like someone that needs to put on the show because he's bringing a show on his walk.
Yeah. I imagine myself, man, I'm fully committed to being myself until the day I lay those gloves in the middle of the octagon. You know, I think the show is the show. I think that anytime people watch UFC, they're going to be entertained regardless. For me to try to like add some sort of entertainment or theatrics and stuff, like people, you know, UFC, as real as it gets, you know, so that's my job too. I got to go in there. I got to be real. I got to be myself. So that's my plan, dude.
Hey, did you notice that though? Did you notice Jamal and those guys? Every time they're in there, I don't understand why they try to change so much. You just got to be yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you start fighting, if you fight him at his game, or start over fighting or reaching and trying to create things that aren't there, that's why you find yourself in trouble.
Yeah, 100%. I've seen it, and you know, I've clocked that, and you know, I've tried to remind myself almost every day to just remain myself, man. Like, that's what got me here, and that's how I want to keep it.
So the other day you went to the Apex and you saw yourself on the poster for the first time, and your reaction was, it was awesome, man. Because I remember the first time I saw it, right? But then you fall in love with it. I don't want to go back to not being on the building, right? Like, you really do. Like, I don't want to go back to not being on the building.
Yeah.
Have you allowed yourself to think about what it's going to feel like whenever you're standing in the octagon in the main event of a pay-per-view fighting for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship?
Yeah, I have imagined it. I imagined it many nights in bed before sleep, and I feel my heart racing, and I feel my heart in my throat, man. Whatever that
just
was.
Put that back on. The light just went down.
Yeah.
With two brothers out here, and you dark too. They ain't able to see us up here. And like, how is it brighter than you, Khalil? Like, they barely can see me, so they please don't hit me. That would literally be like my worst nightmare for somebody to hit me at this point in my life.
But yeah, man, I think about it. I've thought about it multiple times. It makes my heart race, but in the best way possible. I mean, it's cool to be in this position. I'm glad it's against a guy like him, who everybody is, you know, the boogeyman and all this. This is a bigger challenge for me. We're at the top of the mountain, altitude. There's so many different, you know, challenges. And no matter what, this is making me grow as a person, as a man.
Yeah, John Wood told me, I interviewed John Wood last week, and we spoke about your journey. And he said there was a point where you were like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
when you look back on that to see where you are today, like, wow, you've come a really long way.
Yeah, dude. I think there were multiple times where I felt like I was done with this, but what it was is I was kind of running from the hard work, you know? I was young. I got into the UFC really early, and I think I was scared of the real commitment that it takes to get to where I'm at today. And then so when I came back and I asked my coaches personally, you know, hold me accountable. Like, I do want to become a champion. I do want to get there. And everybody's held up their end of the bargain. You know, like, nobody's let me slip.
I remember when you first came back from Thailand and me and Joe Rogan were calling your fight.
Yeah.
We're like, who the fuck is this? You remember that fight?
I do.
Who were you fighting against? You kicked the shit out of the guy's leg?
Eric Anders.
Oh my God, I remember that. You just look, but it's constantly been progression. Okay, what is your gear? I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's like
cool. So this is my latest like fight camp collection with Santo Studio, a new company that I'm with. Power to the people. For me, man, I think that like I want people to watch this fight and to be empowered. You know, I want people who've connected with my story, to just be empowered. You know, we got me, you got Poatan, two of the strongest dudes, the hardest hitting people. I feel like does a decent job of being a champion. I feel like he has in his heart to give back to his community and help his people. I have definitely like similar hopes and dreams in mind. So I rock it so that the people can feel empowered when they watch this fight or when they see me, for sure.
It's stylish.
Yeah,
but you're a stylish guy, yeah.
Thanks.
Like
I tried
when you wore them shoes at the golf simulator, I was like,
hot.
Boy, you like that?
Yeah, bro. The loafers.
Khalil, this is crazy. Come on.
The loafers sometimes, dude. Sometimes you gotta add like a little touch of like
little flair, huh?
Yeah, a little flair.
Like remember when Pharrell started wearing that stupid hat?
Yeah, the Vivian
You ever wore one of those hats?
No, never.
Please don't.
Yeah, I'm not.
You look like a stylish dude. You know, walking around Los Angeles with one of the hats on.
No, I can't wear the Elmer Fudd. No.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Brett Okamoto told me that you and I wrestled.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
We sparred at Vanderlei.
You probably beat the shit out of me, so I started wrestling.
You fucked me up.
No,
you slammed me. My brother's here. He was there.
It's probably only because of wrestling. You probably hit me, so I was like, I need to wrestle.
I remember. Only thing I knew how to do at the time, because I was still big. I was like maybe 280.
Okay.
And you were coming in around the same. You were thinking about, like, you were making your transition about to fight in Strikeforce.
Okay.
You came to Vanderlei's to train.
I remember that. I was there with Cain Velasquez filming The Ultimate Fighter.
And I was swinging, and I hit you with some stuff, and you picked me up, and you slammed me, and you were all over me. And I remember after that, I think we did 2 rounds. After that, I was like super emotional, and my boxing coach came over. He wrote your name on a piece of paper. He put it in my shirt. He said, go home and watch that on YouTube. And I typed your name, and I was like, okay, that's why.
I was just wrestling at your leg. The most annoying shit in the world, too. Like, scared as fuck. I was probably scared as shit, too.
You slammed me, bro. It was like, and I didn't even have an amateur fight yet. Like I was only maybe like a month or 2 months in to training.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know what I was doing yet. We were sparring and I was swinging. Boom, I must have hit you and you
must
picked
have
me
hit
up.
me.
Boom.
I was like, yeah, that's a wrap.
And then I was crushed because I was like, damn, I'd never been slammed like that in my life.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I stopped being like scared. Somebody punches me probably like 2014.
Damn.
I was already in the UFC. That was the first time I was not scared to where I just went and grabbed somebody's leg.
That's crazy.
But you ain't that kid no more.
No.
You about to fight for the UFC championship.
Yeah.
You've done a great job, man. Congratulations and good luck this weekend. Guys,
Appreciate it.
Khalil Rountree Jr. takes on Alex Poatan Pereira this weekend. In the main event of UFC 307, make sure you guys go to ESPN Plus, hit that buy button, purchase the pay-per-view, and also tap into everything he's doing. Obviously, Santos Studios, power to the people. Support Khalil because he's a fantastic guy. Until next time, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about DC's channel. And I got guys like Khalil Rountree Jr. checking in with me. Thanks for the check-in, my guy.
Appreciate
Good luck
it,
this weekend. Till next time, peace.
Sweet. That was good. Nice flow. Nice flow. You've been doing this.